Homer was having a great time in the stands. Unexpectedly, an interactive t-shirt cannon hit Maude, and she fell from the stands and tragically died. A few days earlier, the Simpson family had gone on an outing. They arrived at the Springfield Nature Reserve. Homer heard what he thought was the sound of a swarm of bees, so he immediately took out his anti-bee spray and sprayed himself. He even made sure to give extra protection to key areas, but it turned out not to be bees at all. It was a racetrack. The nature reserve was surrounded by a race circuit. The Simpsons crossed the track to reach the nature reserve. Even the animals inside had adapted to the new environment. Suddenly, a race car crashed through the guardrail and plowed into the grass on the opposite side, disturbing the Simpsons' picnic. To make up for his mistake, the race car driver decided to give them a ride and let them experience racing. Bart sat in the back seat, thoroughly enjoying the thrilling speed. The driver mentioned that he occasionally brought his family to races too, so when he got tired, his family could help drive.
Get your feet off the upholstery.
After Bart's ride, the driver gave them some tickets to the race. Lisa pointed out that their family had planned to go hiking today. Homer was unhappy about this because there was only one race today, so the Simpsons' planned hike was changed to watching the race. After taking their seats in the stands, they discovered the Flanders family was there too. Everyone was quite interested in the car race, not because they wanted to see who came in first, but to see how many cars crashed that day. Bart couldn't wait to see some crashes. Homer, however, said that the more you stare at it, the less likely it is to crash. After the race, the cars underwent a series of maintenance procedures. When Homer saw that he didn't have to change his own tires, he drove his car over too. There was no way Homer would miss out on such a good opportunity. Next came the cheerleading segment that fans loved to see. The energetic cheerleaders would shoot t-shirts into the audience. To get a t-shirt, Homer used every trick in the book. Maude couldn't stand looking at the flab on Homer's body, so she decided to go buy some snacks. Homer noticed the cheerleader wasn't paying attention to him, so he drew circles on his belly with ketchup. Then Homer spotted a hairpin on the ground and bent down to pick it up. At that moment, the t-shirt cannon hit Maude directly, and she fell from the stands and died tragically. The Reverend held a funeral for Maude. At the funeral, kind-hearted members of the racing fan club fired a 21 t-shirt salute in Maude's honor.
Finally!
After the funeral, Marge reminded Homer not to bully Flanders anymore.
I know. No more being a jerk.
That's right.
Apu comforted Flanders, saying his convenience store would be open for him 24 hours a day. Moe also came to comfort Flanders, urging him not to be sad. He thought Maude was a wonderful woman too. If it had been Flanders who died, he might have married Maude right away.
You monster! That's good, no. Let it out, that's it, let it out. Send me to more, that's it. Oh, here I come, baby. Oh, yeah.
While the adults comforted Flanders, the kids sat in the yard playing by themselves. Seeing this, Marge assigned the task to Bart. Bart took them upstairs to play video games, saying he played games whenever he was unhappy. Bart was having a great time by himself, completely ignoring the people around him. The two kids wanted to play too, but Bart told them they were a team with different roles. By evening, everyone had left. The Homer couple continued to stay with Flanders. Their neighbor was now lonely and vulnerable. Homer personally put him to bed and even played white noise to help him sleep, but Flanders tossed and turned, unable to sleep, so he threw a stone to wake Homer up.
Oh, you want a rock fight, eh?
No, Homer, I just need to talk.
Okay, you write down.
The two sat on the swing together. Flanders kept replaying the incident in his mind. He deeply regretted not going to buy the hot dog himself. If he had, Maude wouldn't have died. Homer comforted Flanders, saying there was no use blaming himself now. What he needed to do was move on from the grief.
Easy answer, eh?
Homer decided to help Flanders move on in his own way. The best way to forget someone is to fall in love with someone else. He wanted to film Flanders' daily life to attract other women. The video collected a large amount of private material, very detailed content including but not limited to bank passwords and even uncensored shower footage. Now the video was finally ready. All that was left was to send the tape to a dating agency. But Flanders still felt uneasy about it. Hesitant, he played a word game that he used to play with his wife. But now that someone was suddenly missing, he still couldn't adjust. So he turned his attention to the tape. After thinking for a moment, Flanders put the tape in the mailbox.
Hello? Mailman?
Flanders' video quickly got responses. Several female contestants were interested in Flanders, but Flanders was still hesitant. He felt it was disloyal to Maude. Homer, however, said that Maude would be dating in heaven too. With so many good men in heaven, who could resist?
Okay, here goes nothing.
Flanders watched all the female contestants' videos. After taking notes, he started dating offline. But this female contestant was very busy every day. Because her schedule was so full, their next date wouldn't be until 2 months later. The next girl really loved dogs. All they talked about was dogs. The date felt more like finding a partner for a dog. So Flanders quickly escaped on a duck-shaped boat. The third one was a teacher at Springfield Elementary. She was only dating Flanders to make the principal on the other end of the phone jealous. Flanders was just a tool. Having met so many women, he felt exhausted. He knelt by the bed and questioned God whether this arrangement might be wrong. Flanders Flanders spoke very carefully because he was afraid of angering God, but God still didn't respond to him. Flanders was very angry. He turned the photo on his bedside table away, planning to give God the cold shoulder. The next day was church day, but Flanders didn't plan to go anymore, and his attitude was very firm.
Sorry.
At church, the priest had invited a rock band. At that moment, Flanders rushed to the church, opened the door, and saw the band's singer. He was very surprised and even a little excited in his heart. It seemed Flanders had feelings for this girl. After it ended, Flanders even took the initiative to help Rachel move things. The two got along very well, and even made plans to go for coffee together.
My name's Ned Flanders, and I'm here every week. Rain or shine.